1320 a.m. Replays online at thunder1320.com.
Manchester's.
Hello, everyone. We're here just a little late. All right. What a lovely morning it is. Woo! Goodness. Chair's all jacked up, turned sideways. Somebody's whipped the damn bar on the bottom of it. Completely. It's nice. Good morning, Jana. Softball team got a good win last night. Took care of business, didn't they? Okay. What am I doing? Sharing stuff. What's the name of this guy I like? Okay. Let's see here. Tell you what, guys, we were all over the map this morning, but we're about to get this thing on the air, and we'll just see how this day goes. It has not been a good start. I am trying my best not to turn this whole show into a bitch session about my day yesterday, but that's probably what's about to happen.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, nobody wants to hear.
They're going to hear it.
All that, buddy.
They're going to hear it. First this happened, and then that happened.
No.
And then this happened. They need to know. All right, I think we're ready to go. I think. I don't know. We might not even be on the radio. Who knows if that thing's even working anymore? No, that's working.
Overtime.
It'll be like that again tonight. Here we go. Here we go. Happy Tuesday to you, everybody. Thunder Radio morning show, getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors out there. Welcome in. Josh and Holly, glad to be with you. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle at 482 Interstate Drive, right across the street from Unity Medical Center. We have got a lot to get to. Busy day. We have another guest today. We had a guest yesterday. Guests yesterday. Stoneport Music. Really enjoyed our time with Joey and Michael. We got to hear them play some songs. It was a great time. Catch replays of it on our Facebook page. Search for Thunder Radio. Today, Barbara Shimwell, who jumped off of a cliff or something. She's going to be on later on and explain all that to us and what that was like. About 8 o'clock, so be sure to tune in for that. Before that, we got Stupid Silly Stat, Name That Tune, Your Birthdays, No Two Reels and a Fake because I didn't do them, and whatever else pops up over the next couple of hours of morning show fun. But before we do any of that, quick check outside the Unity Medical Center studios. 61 degrees right now. It's going to be beautiful today. 80 degrees, sun and clouds mixed with a high of 80. I said that. Gusty winds at times, 25 otherwise. 5 to 15 mile an hour winds. Not all that bad. Going to be a pretty good day here in southern Middle Tennessee. And the rain chances pick up starting tomorrow, but it's not going to be like all day soakers every day. We just have rain chances in the weather forecast. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then much cooler on Sunday. But we're going to be low to mid 80s the rest of the week. Certainly great weather to wrap up March as we head into April. Hard to believe that. That's where we're going to be starting tomorrow. All right. That wraps us up. Time to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio morning show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and the president of Peterson Media Group. She is by far the looks in this studio. She is the microphone licker, the corn cob eater, one of the main reasons the rock and world continues to go round. She is our in-house master juggler, our chief photographer, the knower of all things Play-Doh. She is the banana beater. She is the pamphlet maker and the cobbler gobbler. Holly, good morning to you now.
Good Tuesday morning.
I didn't have my sheet to read from. I missed some stuff.
No, you got it all. That was the best you've ever done.
Stop trying to rizz me up. Or glaze me. What do they call it? It's not Riz.
I'm not glizzing you.
It's not. What is it? Glaze?
Yeah, it's glaze.
Glaze. Stop glazing me.
I'm not, buddy.
Yes,
I think you're doing awesome.
She is trying to hype me up because I'm cranky and I don't appreciate it. But thank you.
Take a little walk with me, baby, and tell me who do you love.
The audio is better today, so that's good.
I don't say this often, but my hair is giving today.
Giving?
Yeah, it's just laying in all the right ways. I could be in a Pantene Pro V commercial this morning.
Could you now? Because you
don't
washed it.
think my hair looks pretty?
It's because you washed it in the sink.
I like washing it in the sink. It pulls the roots up,
Uh-huh.
and then you blow dry it upside down, and it just pulls everything up.
Well, it's the little things in life, isn't it? Holly, put those headphones on. Ruin that hair.
I'm afraid it's going to leave a crease in my freshly
She's having a
straightened-
good hair day.
Having
She
a good
doesn't.
hair day.
She doesn't want to put on her headphones.
Doesn't happen often.
We should get you the ear inserts where you don't even look like you're wearing headphones.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like the FBI agents or CIA
Yeah,
with the little curly Q thing.
yeah, I'll get you one.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what kind of money you think we have, but something we could probably
Maybe we
do.
could find one refurbished.
No. I can't afford to buy anything right now. It's been a rough day or two on the breakdown front.
Your
around
muscles
here.
look big today. Golly. I can really tell that you have been working on them traps and them delts.
Yesterday, I worked on 2 pieces of pizza and some chocolate milk like a child.
Sometimes that's just nice after a hard day.
I came home and had 2 pieces of pizza and drank chocolate milk like an idiot. And couldn't fall asleep. We are 52 days away, or no, 46 days away from the 5th annual Thundy Sports Awards. It's fast approaching. And we are 52 days away from the end of school as it is. So you guys get ready for that. Coming up this Saturday, it's the Cars and Coffee Cruise In at the Coffee County Administrative Plaza. Hopefully, I don't know, the weather doesn't look great for it, but maybe it'll, maybe it'll hold off for us. That's just some of the things happening. Jessica says Josh starts talking money and Holly starts dishing out the compliments. It's pretty basic.
Just got to shut him up. Look, Buddy had a bad day yesterday, and I could tell things did go wrong, but also he was not in the mood for things to go wrong. Sometimes when things go wrong, Josh is positive. I know that's hard to believe, but he's been reading a lot of business books and like better yourself books, and an issue will come along and he'll be like, it's okay. I am grateful for the chance to get to work through this. That way I will learn how to better deal with this in the future.
Something like that.
Like he can, it's impressive. It's quite impressive when he does that, and relief to me, because he's not always been that way. But there are days like yesterday where he does not have that mentality. Any little thing that happened yesterday was getting added on the list of things that he was going to, I'll say complain, but it was a
not complaining.
It was a stronger word than complain,
So somebody has to handle this stuff, and
It is you.
and it is me.
I know, and that's why I'm
and-
just like, oh, buddy, is there anything I wasn't like, Josh, stop whining.
We just had a lot going on yesterday. It was a busy day, and then like stuff was breaking. Like if you heard the show yesterday on the radio, you notice it sounded a little wonky. It was our audio processor. That's not cheap. That had to be replaced.
But Josh is.
Yeah, but yes, I am. But anyways, those things, tower issues, tower building needs a new air conditioner. Like all these things were just popping at the same time yesterday. Our news director is out of town, so I'm having to fill in for her for another day. And so you got a ball game last night to broadcast, which I like doing. But
I know there was
So
a lot. It was
things
a lot,
were
but
happening.
also
and then
he was in the no wait.
and then Holly, what? Well, I got eyelash appointment. I'm gonna get my eyelashes done.
I don't see how that affects you. Like, what? You want me to cancel my appointment because you're in a bad mood?
I know.
You don't want me to help you. It ain't nothing that I can help with. I made you a turkey sandwich.
I appreciate that.
I don't know what you want from me.
Let me tell you something. So yesterday,
I mean, I do, but
we had this day where it wasn't a great day. A lot of things were going wrong. I had a very busy schedule. I had a lot of stuff I needed to do. It had to be done yesterday. And in the process of doing all these things, it was slowing me down. I was all right, listen, I'm going to come home and sit down there and do these things before this ball game. But before I did that, I had to stop by our tower building and I had to take my laptop in there to do some stuff. Got all the way home, realized I left my laptop there. I drove all the way back to town.
oh,
Just the little
it was
things.
that kind of day. But also, he was in the worst kind of mood for that. He could have parked into the parking lot here, and as he's walking in, gravel dust is getting on the cuff of his pants. He'd be like, "Great, perfect. Of course it's extra dusty out there in the driveway today. I got gravel dust on my pants." It didn't matter what it was, but he was gonna be mad about it. Even things I kind of wanted to be like, it's not, it's not that big a deal. I dared not say that. And I'm like, God, why would they put gravel dust
And I did not complain.
in there?
To be clear, I did not complain about gravel dust.
He did not. For example.
And we got through it, and it's going to be another one of those days today. I can see it coming.
No, today is a day of fixing. Yesterday was a day of complaining. Today we're fixing things.
Okay. We'll see how that goes.
If you'll just get on the same page as me, we can do it.
Hey, shout out to high school. Oh, real quick, Sarah said the speakers in her car almost busted this morning when she got back in there.
Oh shoot, she had to
the
turn
sound
it.
was fixed because she hadn't turned up yet. We had sound issues yesterday, and I appreciate people reaching out, being like, "Hey, you guys sound a little low." I appreciate you telling us that. Dr. Van Winkle was the first one yesterday morning to be like, "Hey, it sounds a little off." Appreciate it. We're going to be having a fundraiser soon to fix that.
And also a fun raiser because Buddy's in a bad mood.
But we fixed that. Shout out to high school baseball. They got a win yesterday. Exciting one. Did you get down? Holly got to listen to the end of that. It's a good ball game. Raiders won 2-0 over Warren County. Davis McKenzie threw a good ball game. And Kaysen Shores comes in the 7th inning with the bases loaded and 1 out and strikes out 2.
Nice.
It got a little
Closer.
intense there at the end, and did a good job shutting it down. And you can catch replays of the broadcast over on our website, thunder1320.com. You can listen to me paint the pictures. Holly was impressed.
He painted them bone gray,
fossil
gray.
Holly was impressed with my description of the clouds.
I like that he does that for the ball games, especially if I'm doing something outside. I'll compare. I wasn't in Warren County last night. I was shooting high school tennis, and so I was out in Westwood baseball. And so when I turned the game on, he was describing the sky. And I like when he does that. And then I was looking up and I'm like, oh yeah, it's fossil gray. Sometimes you impress me with your description of things.
Oh.
Sometimes.
I love to impress you. Now, because there were some gray clouds in the sky, and I like to, we'll get the temperature and the wind and all that stuff because I feel like that's important. But I also am not good with colors, so I had to look up the different shades of gray. And I had a color palette on my phone, and I was looking up at the sky. I was like, "What
you put a lot into
color
your
is
broadcast."
that?
I will say you don't just get on there and willy-nilly it. You put some thought into that, and I appreciate it.
Didn't know what color it was. I'm like, what color? The only gray color I could think of is charcoal and gray. And I was like, well, they got to find a better shade of gray than that.
What I thought was funny
like 50
after
of
that is I sent him a text message and I said, fossil gray. He said, you like that? and then on the radio, he says, shout out to Holly. She's listening. She liked my fossil gray reference. I know 50 Shades of Gray. It was a funny little joke there. I'm like driving, laughing.
At least I'm impressing one person during the drive. But high school baseball won. High school softball 15-0. Beat the snot out of Cookeville. And Westwood baseball beat Community 11-8 yesterday. And we got a doubleheader tonight. We got Westwood soccer, I think at 5:30, and then we turn around with high school softball at 7. I've got the soccer, and Steer has got softball. So doubleheader sports
Slam
tonight on
packed.
Thunder. So we're excited about that. And do not judge my ability to call the soccer game. I may spend a lot of time on the cloud color and less time on the soccer game. 'Cause I don't know much about what's happening down there. I'm going to try my best, though. All right, Holly, what do you have here? National days and such.
I sure do. They're good today. It's National Tater Day. Shout out Shannon. If you like your spuds, National Tater Day on March 31st is for you. The day recognizes
Potato is so versatile. So many good foods out of that.
Yes. And they also are essential in vitamins and minerals and fiber.
You know,
And
I keep
also-
being told that they're not good for me.
That's how you make vodka.
Yeah.
You can eat them. You can drink them. Yeah, they're so versatile. I love potatoes. What? What?
You just said it with such passion.
Gosh, you can
I
just do
love
some.
potatoes. I'm so excited. You sound
look.
like Kamala Harris talking about a yellow school
Shut
bus.
your mouth.
I just love a yellow bus.
Potatoes are way more versatile than buses. But okay, you
You
have a
can
potato. What do you
Roll
want?
them,
what-
roll them,
What do you want to do with it?
bake it.
You know what?
French fries.
I want to shred it
I want French fries.
and I want to put it in a hash brown.
Hey,
What?
I like to just. Like
I like to eat raw potatoes.
Like
When
a-
my mom was little, when I was little, and my mom would cut potatoes, I would just eat the raw potato out of the strainer.
a baked. That's weird. A baked potato. I like to eat the whole thing, like the skin and all. Like, I'm a big fan of that. I don't even need butter or sour cream. I just eat the potato.
Yes. It's National Prom Day. I know you love.
I hate promposals. They're the dumbest thing
it's not
ever invented.
Promposal Day. It's just National Prom Day.
Prom is fine. I think it's gotten a little too far. We act like we're going to the Met Gala or whatever. With the way we style these kids up for them to spend 7 minutes at this dance.
My junior prom, I wore it was probably an 8-year-old hand-me-down dress,
Yeah.
but I loved it. I felt like a princess. I had never been in a dress like that. I had never been in a prom dress. I wasn't on any kind of courts or,
Yeah. When you, just
I
can't
wasn't
afford
getting
dresses.
nominated homecoming queen or nothing.
And then isn't it crazy how then we take, our girl wanted to spend all this money on a dress that she wears one time.
Yeah. I don't know. I might try to squeeze my fat biscuit rolls into and wear it to the Thundies.
There you go. Gotta make
Get
use
my
out of that
money
thing.
out worth out of it.
You probably should sell it.
Probably, but
Get a
I'm
little money
also a
back.
little sentimental.
Yeah. Sentimental. See, this is where Holly and I, or there's a lot of ways that her and I clash, but I'm like, that's a level
Can I
of
keep
sentimental.
one?
No, why?
The blue one. I just loved it. I loved it. It was my
It
favorite.
was worn one
present.
time, paid a lot of money for it. Let's sell it and get a little cash back.
Yeah, but what if one day she has a daughter that wants to
She
wear?
can buy her own. You think that's going to be in style
I wore
in
an
20
old
or
dress.
25 years?
I don't know. I don't know. You
No,
might
sell
could
that
do
dress.
something to it, like
Sell
on
that
Pretty
dress.
in Pink or something.
Sell it.
By the way, the dress reveal on Pretty in Pink was so disappointing. She is it Pretty in Pink?
I have no clue what you are talking about.
It's
right
got
now.
Molly Ringwald in it, and I think maybe she's like an artsy student. Any hootie, she's going to prom. I can't remember
Is this a show or
It's
a
a
reality
movie.
show or
It's
a
a-
movie? I have no
a
clue what
movie
this
with
is.
Molly Ringwald, and
It was Raleigh Mingwald. Get it right.
and she takes her mom's old prom dress, and you see her. They show her like sewing it and pins in her mouth and doing things and measuring, and at the end you think it's going to be this awesome dress, and she walked out and it was like wah, wah, for me. Y'all may have loved it. I did not like that.
Man, it really ruined my life when I watched that movie.
We should do that this weekend.
Back to prom stuff. Promposals are stupid. Stupid.
They're not. I think they're cute. There's only so many like happy moments like that in life where you get to. But it only works if it's a
And they're
surprise.
Cringe city.
They're not cringy. They're cute.
Cringe City.
I like 'em.
Guys,
I'm here for it.
guys, be the part of the generation that ends that mess. I don't understand the promposals.
Gentlemen ask girls to go to prom with them. That's what gentlemen do.
So when I was,
That's what alpha males do.
Sarah said it's National Tater Day, not Hater Day. Listen, when I was in high school and I have a girlfriend, I did not ask her to go to the prom with me. Who
Well, you
the hell
were
else is she going to go with? Like, that's who we're
not
going
a good boyfriend. That's probably why she dumped you.
Probably, but we went to prom. But I mean, because you just knew. I mean, who else am I going to ask?
Okay.
Who else is she going to go with?
Honey, is it gonna hurt you that much? Is it that big to be like, hey, you can go prom with me, even if it's just that's all it is? What? Well, how does that?
I dislike gender reveals. I hate promposals. Gender reveals, don't like them. I liked them when they were, hey, let's cut the cake and see what it is, or a little popper. You know, now we're using tannerite to blow stuff up. People are getting killed by airplanes that are crashing.
Yeah.
You know, that's we've gone too far. You know, an airplane crashed and killed the pilot trying to spray the color of the baby with like crop dust or whatever. But that's too far. And promposals,
I like them. I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for something to happen,
But this
like
is-
waiting for the colors.
but the baby thing, the gender reveal, you know, that baby's going to be around for a while. This prom is going to be over. I don't know. I think it's just weird.
Yeah.
Dana says, same with gender reveals. It's to the point or the level of absurdity.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
odd, but sometimes I watch them and it helps me to know the people.
Yeah.
I could see two people. I don't know them. I don't know what kind of people they are, and then I see their gender reveal, and I'm like, okay,
Now you understand.
now I know who you are.
The funny ones are like when like the dad is supposed to hit a ball and they swing and miss, or something like
Or
that.
when they're gonna open those big poppers
Yeah.
and it's gonna shoot the color, but he's got it turned
Turned upside
around
down,
the
yeah.
wrong way, and
Yeah, shoots
it's
down.
the end of his baby making days.
Yeah, stuff like that. Now that's kind of funny. It makes for good videos. I just don't understand the point of gender reveals.
It's just fun. It's like surprise. That's what it's like. Surprise.
Be a surprise when you have a baby.
I'll show because it's better than being in a dank doctor's office room with a cold jelly on your stomach, and the doctor goes, "Girl," like, because it's better that way. All right, I got to move on because I still got national days.
Keep going. National days.
It's National Crayon Day. Please always buy Crayola crayons. Don't buy the what is it? Color Art. What is the name of that off-brand crayon? The wax doesn't roll on as smooth. You're not even listening.
No, well, you're talking about crayons. I was reading about gender reveals over here.
The Crayola crayon is far superior.
Rose art.
Rose art. That's what it is.
It's rose
Yes,
art.
thank
Thanks,
you.
Dana. Rose art.
You try to color with a rose art, and the color will be moving along, and all of a sudden it's just clear wax.
It just skips.
Skips.
It's like a cheap pen.
Crayola has a nice scent.
She's such a crayon connoisseur.
I like the smell of a fresh box of crayons when they're all sharp.
Holly sniffing crayons.
My cousins, when I'm
She
growing
didn't
up,
even respond to that.
I did. I smelled them. I like the way they smell. When I went to spend the night at my cousin's house, they had pencil boxes of crayons, just more crayons than I had ever seen in my life, and most of them were janky, broken ones. But once in a while, you could find a whole solid crayon. I love the way the house smelled like crayon.
Is there any more useless crayon than the white crayon?
Well, what if you're drawing on colored construction
what
paper?
if, but how often
Can
do
I tell
people
you-
use the white crayon?
Can
how
I-
often is
I'll
that
tell
used?
you.
It's got to be the least used crayon.
When I'm trying to draw Caucasian in a coloring book, when I'm trying to color, I didn't have the
Tan.
flesh toned crayon at times when I was little. So I would take the orange and lightly do it orange, and then I would take a yellow and then lightly do a yellow,
Uh-huh.
and then sometimes brown, depending on just how dark I wanted them. And then I would take the white and kind of heavy, like blend it.
To blend. Okay. Well, at least it had a use. According to AI, white is widely considered the least used, most useless crayon, as it rarely shows up on standard paper.
It's all white.
Nice.
I couldn't help myself. There's more days, but for some reason, my internet has dropped. Hang on.
Oh, no.
Let me turn it off, the Wi-Fi. Let me see if that helps.
We'll all wait patiently for you, Holly.
Nope, nothing.
Nothing.
I can do word of the day is nonplussed.
Let me see that. She picked it up so confidently, and then let me see.
Nonplussed.
Nonplussed?
It's got the emphasis on
Nonplussed.
the nonplussed.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Well, the phonetics are right below it.
I know, but even the phonetics, I wasn't sure. Nonplussed.
Uh-huh.
It means surprised and confused to the point of being unsure how to react.
I'm nonplussed about how to say this word.
Nonplussed.
Nonplussed. I got to work that into my broadcast. Read it again, the definition.
Okay. Surprised and confused to the point of being unsure how to react.
Nonplussed.
Nonplussed. Like, I was nonplussed when I walked into the surprise party and everyone jumped out.
Okay.
Surprised and confused.
Shannon says 9 + 1 = 10. All right, a weather check for everybody outside the Unity Medical Center studios. High today of 80. We're going to be sun and clouds mixed, a little bit windy at times. Now, after today, the next several days, overnight lows are going to be in the 60s. It's going to be great. And every day in the highs, 81 to 83. But we do have a 40 to 50% chance of rain pretty much every day today through Saturday. And then Saturday night, we cool down to 39, and Sunday's high is only going to be around 60. And then Monday's high, only around 62. So one of the winters, which winter is it coming up? But one of them is fast approaching.
I think Leanne sent me I'll look it up during the break.
Yeah.
I think Leanne sent me the dates.
Well, we've been through Redbud. I think we're on the next one. The next winter is fast approaching. Weather forecast brought to you by Baker Brothers Drug Company. You know what else is fast approaching? It's Easter, and they have pre-made, pre-assembled, done in-house Easter baskets for boys and girls. Stop by and see them at Baker Brothers Drug Company, downtown Manchester.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios. This is Thunder Radio.
Dogwood
In a
winter.
world that moves fast, it's nice to have a pharmacy.
Only one left. Oh, y'all better hurry up and get them baskets. Better rush.
I went by there yesterday, but I got a.
Holly was out doing her local shopping yesterday while I was out working on shit.
Maybe it's Dogwood. I got the Warmies bunny. They had the Warmies bunny.
I don't know what that is.
You know, like my llama that I have on the
Oh,
couch.
yeah.
The pink one. That's a Warmies.
Oh, and Jessica watched the first episode of The Madison. Thoughts?
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Jessica? Did you cry and sob the entire time like me?
Yes, Holly just sat there and cried for 5 episodes.
Can you tell, like, right? Look. Right
Yeah, it's
here.
red.
That's where that wasp. done
Wasp
me.
got you?
Yeah, and it's so tender.
Hmm.
It's bruising, ain't it?
Certainly swollen.
It was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It hurts.
I'm sorry, honey. You gotta spit a little tobacco juice on it. Go find Justin. He'll help. Morning, Matthew Bogle. Hello. Oh. Yeah. He said yes, but it was the longest episode ever. I knew what was happening the minute he said, "Are you not worried about that storm?" Well,
Right, yes.
well, I already knew about that.
I-
I already knew that was
I
coming.
told Josh, I'm like,
That's not the part that makes you sad. You kind of knew that's coming.
I told Josh, I said, look, fishing is not my thing. So these scenes
Yeah.
feel, I'm like, okay, you got them. You're having a good time with your brother, and you got to fish. But I know just from the cinematic
Yeah, set up.
view of it,
When he said, "I love you" to his wife.
Watching that, I was like, real fishermen, like guys that really love to fish, has got to be watching that, like just
Tranced.
yeah, tranced, because it is pretty to watch. You know, with their, I feel like I could be a really good fly fisherman. Like I was watching him do it, and I understand like the whole you this controls
No, look at you
the
go.
flicking,
Oh,
and then you put your finger on the when you go to reel it in. I was always like, why you got that little reel? Like it's like this big. I don't want to reel it like that.
but that first episode, Jessica, is not the most emotional one. It gets worse.
Maybe I didn't cry the whole first episode. I can't remember.
No, the first episode is just setting you up. It's after that that it gets worse. But the first, I mean, you could tell that was coming early on.
Anytime they show two brothers getting along in a
Yeah.
movie, I'm like, one of them's gonna die.
Yeah. Well, then it's like, as soon as he told his wife he loved her before he got on that airplane, I'm like, well, this guy's about to die. Sorry, spoiler alert, guys. Sorry if you haven't watched The Madison yet. We're the worst. Spent a lot of the break talking about The Madison. If you've not watched that, over on Paramount Plus, non-sponsored free plug there. It's worth giving a look. Leslie, I'm going to need you to go watch it and then report back to me what the pilots did incorrectly. I want a full report on what could have been done better. And I want a report on the accuracy of the airplane scene. Like I would like to get a little bit of that. Like I like people who are experts in the field of any movie to report, because like if I see something about sports or whatever, or radio, I can kind of be like, that's right, that's not right. You know, Holly does the same thing with medical shows. And so I would like a report back from the fishermen on the Madison. And also
I feel like
the
the fishermen on the show were like, that's how it is. I feel like they were really fishing and they knew what they were like. I don't feel like it was.
I don't think Kurt Russell was catching
trickery
fish like that.
Huh?
I don't think he was catching fish like that.
Yeah, he was.
Leslie, the show is called The Madison. So look that up. And you guys can join those conversations with us over on Facebook and YouTube. Search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly, and you can watch the show on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams. We'd love to have you over there and be part of the show as we go along every morning. Of course, you can listen on Thunder Radio, WMSR. All right, it's time for Joke of the Day.
Yeah, I got one. Why do ducks make great detectives, buddy? Why do ducks make great detectives?
Because they can quack the case.
Yeah,
Did
you
I get
got
that
it.
right?
They could always quack the case.
Yes. See, that would have been a good joke to tell the first graders
It would have.
when you visited.
Too bad
with
you
them.
didn't think of it.
Well, I didn't think to tell them a gun joke neither.
No.
Hey, first grade kids, pew pew, finger guns.
Did that joke make you feel good? You can make your whole body feel good with a life-changing massage from Professional Therapeutic Massage. It's where everybody goes. Everybody goes there. When I'm talking to someone about getting a massage, they're like, oh yeah, Trish is great. So Therapeutic Massage offers both physical and mental, which I think I need more than the physical, health
does.
benefits, including pain relief, stress reduction. I'm all about that life.
Maybe I need a massage.
Increased flexibility and improved circulation. You can book today, 734-394-6184. That's Professional Therapeutic Massage in Manchester.
What else you got?
Holly, hopefully you have something.
I do. We missed yesterday doing Monday Menagerie.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to do it.
And I had been collecting because we were gone the Monday before that. So I've been collecting a ton of Monday Menagerie
He loves
stories.
animal stories.
I do.
Well, tell one.
All right, here we go. First one. I had to get to the top of the list. Did you see the video where a giraffe lifts a toddler in the air at one of those drive-through parks?
No.
Okay, it was in Texas. And you know how like you can
Safari parks.
yeah.
Like you drive through.
So a family's
There's one in Tennessee somewhere.
A family's close encounter with a giraffe at a Texas drive-through safari park was captured on camera, showing the animal plucking the toddler out of the bed of the truck and several feet into the air.
Nice.
The incident at Fossil Rim Safari Center in Glen Rose, Texas, went viral when Paisley's mom asked her in the video if she wanted to feed the giraffe. And that's when the giraffe reached in and lifted her up out of there.
Just wasn't feeding that giraffe fast enough, huh?
So Paisley's dad said that his family wasn't expecting that. And because she was holding a bag of food. They're like, why? It was an accident and the giraffe didn't mean to. It was just one of those things that happened, said the dad. I like it when people are like this.
And not just overreacting and trying to sue everybody.
Yeah, like this. We need to put this. I need to sue, and
gotta
we
put the
need
giraffe
to
down.
Put your giraffe. Like
Like Harambe.
that's a wild animal. You're
Yeah.
doing wild animal things.
Well,
Just be cool, man.
Well, I mean, I think there's a certain level of risk assumed when you drive near animals that live on the African safari,
So
that avoid lions and tigers and stuff.
listen to what the Totten family said. They said Paisley was uninjured in the incident, and that the family headed to the gift shop afterwards, and they bought Paisley a toy giraffe and a matching shirt. Quote, "We're going to revisit. We're not mad at the giraffe. We're not mad at the park," end quote. And I love that. That is refreshing.
Yeah.
He said, "We're still going to encourage everybody to go and visit. It's a great place, especially for toddlers."
I would like to
Yeah.
I would like to see a video
Okay.
of the giraffe lifting the child.
Do you want me to send it to your email?
There's a video?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, send it to my email so we can put it on the screen for everybody. I didn't know we had a video.
Yeah, I got a lot of videos, but we can't put every video up there. So
I'll tell you what, this chair that I've got, the part on the bottom is broken where I rest my feet. Like it just broke this morning, snapped
here
off.
we go.
Now listen.
Here we go.
And so now that I have nowhere to rest my feet, the way my legs are on it, it has cut off circulation to my feet and they've fallen asleep.
I want to see you get up and try and walk.
I need
you look
to
like
get
a baby giraffe.
Well, I was going to get another chair, but I wanted to wait to the end of the segment, but I don't think I can wait.
I can't wait. You know that song?
No.
All right. One of the world's rarest turtles washes up in Texas, and it's covered in this living organism. So the sea turtle comes out of the ocean looking like Swamp Thing. Y'all remember that movie? That's what he looked like. Rescuers were called to the scene and were shocked. There we go. To discover that the turtle belonged to one of the rarest species. It's a critically endangered Kemp's Ridley sea turtle, and it was rescued after it was found covered in organisms. The turtle is now receiving care from the Gulf Center Research Turtle Research Place. Just read it, Holly. Just read the words.
Sure I would love to go to this and see the sign on the front of the building that says Turtle Research Place. Like, that's probably not what's on the front of the building. Welcome to the turtle research place.
Okay. Well,
What's wrong with you?
okay. A dog that landed on a distillery roof was available by now. I'm sure this dog has been adopted. Let me just explain to you. Kansas City, Missouri. Surveillance cameras at I'm just going to call it a distillery because I can't pronounce the name.
Is anybody surprised by this?
Okay, so surveillance cameras captured a dog falling from above and landing on a roof of a tent at a distillery. Staff fear that the dog was thrown from a nearby bridge.
Somebody threw a dog off a bridge. I'm showing the video of that giraffe right now from the cameras.
Okay, quote, I think I responded that the way that most people with a solid conscience do, which is shock. She's the distillery's hospitality manager, Susan. She said the dog appeared scared and confused when they found him. Paw prints on the roof showed where the animal wandered before settling on a flat section. We got a ladder, and one of our cocktail preparation team members went up. Why do you say that? Just one of their staff.
Our cocktail preparation team
member went up with some chicken meat in his hand and sat on the side and coaxed the dog over.
Who threw the dog off the bridge?
To make sure that it wasn't going to be
Do
aggressive.
we not want to find this person?
With assistance from the city's animal services, crews safely removed the dog from the roof. From the initial the whole thing took 2 hours. It was really heartening to see the 3 animal service officers come out and do their job well. They should have adopted that dog, but
why didn't nobody there take the dog home? Sounds like a bunch of responsible people who don't make emotional decisions.
So they gave the dog to the KC Pet Project. They named him, I think it's Rigger. I think that's the name of it. Rieger, Rigger. That's the name of the distillery.
I'm not sure.
Or Riger. One of those. Anyway, that's what they named the dog. The name of the distillery. Like rigor mortis. Anywho, he's vaccinated now, microchipped, neutered. He goes home with a free bag of food the day he's adopted. So, I hope he got adopted. I don't have a follow-up to that.
I'm sure he did, right? Like, surely that dog got adopted.
All right, moving on. Monday Menagerie.
On Tuesday.
A woman was attacked by an otter
So cute.
while watching a friend's run marathon. All right, we're going to have to get into this because I don't know what I just said. A woman in southeastern North Carolina said she was attacked by an otter while watching friends compete in a marathon. I just wanted to cheer them on. I got up really early, she said, adding that she traveled more than 2 hours from her home to go watch her friend's race. That's a good friend.
Hours?
Yeah, she drove 2 hours early.
I mean, it's not like this is the Boston
She ain't
Marathon.
running
What are
in
you
it.
doing? Yeah. Pass.
She found a spectator spot near a park, but decided to move a little further up the trail for a better view.
Maybe she should have stayed where she was.
I walked out a little further from the aid station onto the trail because I wanted to surprise them. And I would be easy to be seen right there because there was an aid station. Not long, she heard a rustling in the bushes behind her. First, she thought it was a bear. She ran. She tried to get away, but she fell, leaving scrapes and cuts on her hands, marks on her ankles. However, okay. I guess she thought all of them were from the fall, but they were in fact from the otter. He had gotten a hold of her down there and tore her ankles up. Attacks like this are extremely
I was
rare.
about to say, I don't think I've ever heard of an
There have
otter
only
attack.
been 59 since 1875.
Golly.
By comparison, an estimated 20 people on average die each year after being struck by lightning.
Yeah, far more likely to be struck by lightning than to be attacked by an otter. Out of those 59, was anyone killed by the otters?
They weren't. She was. Nuh-uh. She went.
Oh, no, she wasn't. I didn't know.
Otters are. Otters, as a general rule, are not aggressive around humans. Most people enjoy having them around. So,
What is wrong with you?
so a situation like this is extremely unusual. Wildlife
had
officials
babies
said the
and she got
attack could have
near.
happened for various reasons, including that the otter was acting in self-defense or may have had rabies. She received 6 rabies shots and will need
Ugh.
more. She said I had to wait a few hours in the ER. And when
I've heard
I
those
checked,
are painful. I've never had to have one.
when I checked in, they were like, "You got bit by what?" I was like, "An otter." And they said that was a first. And in otter news, I heard those rabies shots really hurt. Your grandpa had to have one?
No, I think that he elected to just take his chances.
Okay, yeah.
I think they wanted to give him a bunch of shots. If I remember correctly, I can't remember what he got bit by. But they wanted to give him a bunch of these shots that were incredibly expensive and not covered. And he was like, "We'll just hope they weren't rabid." He's like, "I'm not doing that."
Your
And
grandpa
he's-
was so tough,
He's
though.
like, "I'm not doing that." I don't know what I would do. I think Holly would encourage me to not get the rabies shots.
No, I would not. I wouldn't want them. I don't do. I don't like shots. I know that sounds childish of me, but it is who I am.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. I do not want you to stick a needle in me. I'm not
Well,
about
most
that life.
people love shots, so you're unique
No,
that way.
No,
Most people love it. They go to the doctor just to get extra shots.
not that they love it, but they don't mind it. I mean, look at
It's so funny.
my
how
mom went to the
close-
doctor and they're like, "Oh, you need some vitamins. Here's a shot you need to take once a week or something like that." And I'm like, they can't give you a pill? You got to give yourself a shot for vitamins?
You,
I'm not doing it.
What is interesting about you is you and the girl one are so much alike. It's comical to watch because I mean the girl one at 16 or 17 years old, we had to hold down for a shot that she had to have. And then Holly's like, "Golly, you think she'd do better than that?" But we'd have to do the same thing with you. Same thing.
Listen, she's not like me when it comes. My parents got my ears pierced when I was 3 months old, baby. I don't remember. But had they not, I would never have elected to do that. The girl one, she had elected to get she got 2 or 3 holes in her ears now that she chose to go do. And so I'm like, no, if you can get your ears pierced, you can take this steroid shot. So that's where I feel like we're a little different.
Y'all are a lot the same. And it is funny because every time I tell you you're the same, I get all these random, nuanced reasons
No,
why
let
they're
me tell you
not
why I'm
exactly the
nothing like
same.
her.
Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30. We got a special guest coming up at 8. Barbara Shumwell is going to be in the house. Stupid Silly Stat coming up next. Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle.
Hey, Misty,
Hey, Roger.
do you know what to do if you were involved in a car accident?
I'd scream.
Well, what would you do next?
I'd call my mom.
Anyway, this has certainly been a show. We're doing a good job. The more we can get Holly to read during the show, the better.
Yeah, Grandpa was awesome.
What are in those vaccines? Good question, Dana. It's a good question. I'll just take my chances. I come home last night, Holly's already asleep.
I was trying to sleep.
I didn't know. She didn't text me and say I'm going to sleep. It was 8. I got done with the ball game at 8:30.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Let me see what time you texted me. 8:39.
I was done with the game at 8:22 or 23. By the time I packed up and got to the car, about 8:30.
I told him 2 hours earlier. I said I've hit a brick wall. I'm just.
I'm sorry. I'm out here working, and so at 8:30 or 8:39, I text Holly. Her do not disturb is on, which is typical, and I force it to go through, make some noise,
And he woke me up.
and then she didn't respond. I sent another one. I said, "Hey, were you asleep?" Then she calls later. She's like, I'm like, "Are you asleep?" Yeah. I said, "Well, go back to sleep." You got me on
I
the
couldn't,
phone.
at that point, there was no
No,
going.
no, there was. I got home and she was.
I was late. I had just opened that door.
So I get home and I walk in to the around back to go in the door, and I notice that the bedroom door to the patio is open, and I'm like, did she accidentally leave that open and fall asleep?
It was
So
hot.
I shut it back, and I had to go back to my car, get my phone charger that I left in there, and whatever. And I come back, and she storms out of the bedroom, staring at me like I've done something wrong. She's like, I'm like, "What the hell's the matter with you?" I open this door, I'm hot. I'm like, turn the air conditioner on. And she's cranky at me. She's like, "I'm trying to find you. Where you at?" And I'm like, I'm just getting home. I'm trying to get settled. And I just got here.
I was. Where's my? I get a bit nonplussed when I get woken up,
You know,
and that means confused to the point of unsure how to
she's
react.
not. She's confused and she reacts angrily. I was looking for you. And it's not like I'm making a lot of noise. I'm just getting in. I know she's asleep, trying to be quiet. I can't help it. The driveway alarm goes off. I can't help that. But I'm nice, trying to be
Yeah,
quiet.
Brian's exactly right. That's why I'm struggling, is because my sleep was disturbed.
No, I mean, she fell asleep apparently before 8:39 and went back to sleep pretty hard, regardless of what she says. I was still eating my pizza and my chocolate milk. She was snoring over there. It's fine.
No, I could smell it. I could smell it. And it reminded me this one time where my stepsister ate some chips and chewed them up and then went like this and like
Ugh.
it went everywhere.
Sounds awful.
It was at night. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
What are y'all doing awake?
And I was like sleeping in a sleeping bag, and it was all over my sleeping bag, and I smelt like it was sour cream and onion chips. But for some reason, your pizza smelled like that last night.
I don't think so.
And I was like, oh.
It was just one of those things where anything I did was going to annoy her. My pizza did not smell like sour cream and onion chips.
Well, that's what it made me think of.
Stupid silly stat here, y'all.
I'm sending you the answer. Remember that week before we went on vacation and I gave everybody the stat answer one day?
I do.
Or that maybe it was the name that tuned answer.
It was a stat.
Show. The 10th guy? He doesn't even have a radio. Thunder Radio.
Thunder Radio Morning Show. Glad to have you guys with us. 6:30 to 8:30 Monday through Friday. Getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you Night Shift Warriors. Brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle each and every day. We're an hour in, an hour to go. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you.
We got Stupid Silly Stat. We've got Name That. Is it Name That Tune today?
Name that movie.
Name That Movie coming up later on today.
It's hard.
Also, we have birthdays near the top of the hour, and then Barbara Shimwell will join us in the 8 o'clock hour, talking about her adventures, jumping off into canyons and whatever else that she did. So, but before we do all those things, we'll play games. Get your phones ready. It's the Stupid Silly Stat.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Tim, did you bring your statistics?
stupid, silly stat. Give me a call, 728-1320 on the Ben Lomond Connect hotline if you can give me the right answer to today's stat. Holly.
People in this profession are 40% less likely to commit a traffic violation. I'll read it again. People in this profession are 40% less likely to commit a traffic violation. What are they?
I have a hard time believing this one.
No, I believe it, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
All right. People in this profession are 40% less likely to commit a traffic violation. So we've already narrowed it down to you. You know, sometimes the stat can be pretty broad. You know, it's a certain profession. 728-1320, 728-3526. Take your guesses on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines, win Thunder Radio swag and bragging rights if you can give me the right answer today. Morning show.
State Trooper.
Good guess, but not it. Some of those dudes speed all the time. That seems like a traffic violation to me.
The highway patrol, the highway patrol.
Speeding in. Speeding in.
Speeding in.
728-1320, 728-3526. Give me the right answer on today's stupid, silly stat. People in this profession, 40% less likely to commit a traffic violation. Morning show.
DMV.
No.
Good guess, because it's related to the automotive world.
But no, that's not right.
He
Now,
said DMV, if y'all couldn't understand.
And I'm here to tell you, when Matthew's like this, he'll usually get the answer. Like he has days.
He's like a
where-
dog on a bone right now.
He has days when he is determined, and he will call until he gets it. Y'all do not let him do it. Y'all challenge Matthew here on those Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. 728-1320. People in this profession, 40% less likely to receive a traffic or to commit a traffic violation. 40% less likely to commit a traffic violation. What profession is that? 728-1320 or 728-3526. I am waiting patiently.
I hardly ever commit a traffic violation. I'm very much a 10 and 2 driver.
Morning show.
Is it someone that drives a hearse?
Oh, good guess.
But not it. Morning show.
A teacher.
No.
Those
You're
are some
crazy.
of the worst speeders I've ever seen in my life.
Teachers.
Yeah.
Because they're late to school. So the person that said driving a hearse, I think whilst driving a hearse, I can understand. But this is not necessarily an on-the-job thing, right?
Correct.
I mean, you know, it's just they're in this profession. We're not talking about while they're actually on the clock. I mean, yes, while they're on the clock, too.
The answer could be a McDonald's drive-through worker. It's
Yeah.
not, but I'm saying it
It could be, which in case you would not drive. But people in this profession, 40% less likely to commit a traffic violation. We had Dalton Dina there. That was incorrect. Morning show.
A crossing guard.
Crossing guard, good guess, but not it. Morning. Dina, stop that. 728-1320. Morning show.
A doctor.
A doctor. No, not a doctor.
also bad speeders.
Bad drivers, man. Those doctors drive like maniacs. 728-1320,
I'm a doctor.
728-3526.
I can go as fast as I want. I'm going to an emergency officer. Can
Yeah.
you see I'm a doctor?
Morning show.
A preacher.
Good guess. Not it. Morning show.
A pilot.
A pilot's
Ooh,
a good
good
guess,
guess.
but not it. Because pilots, they'd be flying, right?
If you can drive a plane, then you can drive a car.
Yeah. People in this profession, 40% less likely to commit a traffic violation. Morning show.
The postal driver.
No, not the postal drivers.
The mailman.
They'll go postal on you. 728-1320. Why is mailing a letter so freaking expensive these days?
Oh, yeah.
I just saw on the news the other day where they said that the postal service would be solvent in like a year. It's like, well,
Yikes. How do you
st-
ship stuff?
Stamps about to be $1.50.
Um,
I remember in 7th grade, stamps went from 32 cents to 33 cents and people lost their minds. Now, what are they, 75 cents?
you can remember what? What was the
They
price?
went from 32 to 33.
I remember
It
that.
was a big deal.
Well, how old were you?
7th grade.
Okay.
or 6th or 7th grade.
Okay, I can remember it being on the news.
We had big discussions about this in class. Things you remember.
At the time, I can remember going, it's 1 penny.
Right.
Like what it's going up 1 penny.
So
and now look at where we are.
Now forever stamps are 78 cents.
The 1 penny just doesn't, they 1 penny you to death.
That's taxes. Oh, it's just a little this, just a little that, just a little wheel tax, nope. Morning show.
A farmer.
Farmer Matthew. Yes, I told y'all he was gonna get it. I told y'all. I said when he's like this, I can tell early on what kind of way Matthew's in today. He's in a winning mode.
And finally dawned on me. I said, I drive my tractor only 20 miles.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah, so the answer is a farmer. Good job, Matthew. Appreciate you. Come on by and grab you a Thunder Radio shirt. Have a good day, buddy.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
The answer is farmer. Farmers are 40% less likely to commit a traffic violation.
Let me tell you why I feel like this is accurate, because you're not going to become a farmer. You personally, Josh Peterson, is not one day going to be like, I think I'll be a farmer. That is something that you is in your family, or you've done since you've been around farming since you were little. And you've been on the tractor since you were little.
Yeah, you learned how to drive around the farm at 12 years old.
You were backing trailers up.
I mean, I was driving
and getting things unstuck.
I drove to the inconvenience center starting when I was 12, 13 years old, you know?
Yeah, I'm talking younger than that.
Yeah.
And when I have grandkids one day, I am going to they're going to be obnoxiously young when I put them on things to drive.
Morning show.
You talk about young kids driving anything. My son was driving a semi loaded with grain at 13 years old.
Nice.
Golly.
That sounds like a traffic violation.
Josh
his mother had a heart attack too.
Josh wouldn't even be able to start that.
I could start it. Thanks, Matthew. Sounds like a traffic violation to have a 13-year-old driving a semi. I'm just saying that sounds against the rules.
I was too soft with my kids. I was like, no, we can't.
Yeah.
You know, we just drive down the
Holly
driveway.
was way too soft.
Yeah, my kids are weak.
I tried. I was like, no, we got to toughen them up, and I want her to say that.
But I'm gonna toughen my grandkids up though. They're gonna love coming to Meemaw's house.
I tried.
They're gonna hate to leave. I'll get it right the second time.
We could always have another one.
Oh gosh, can you imagine? I cannot imagine. I do not have the patience anymore. The Lord.
I thought you just talked about how you was gonna get it right the second time.
Yeah, but I can give them back. I can give them back. They are not my full responsibility.
I was not a farmer by any stretch of the imagination. I grew up in the country though, so like my grandpa had a 60-something Ford with a 3-speed on the column.
Yeah.
And I drove that thing to the dump.
You're a good
with
driver.
a clutch and stuff, and so
yeah.
And and every now and then I long to have a truck like that to just buzz around out there.
Oh yeah.
I like to have an old truck just to buzz around in, I don't have any. Maybe I should get that on Swap and Shop. See if anybody's got any of those to offer.
Oh yeah.
All right. Congratulations to Matthew, winner on Stupid Silly Stat. We've got Name That Movie coming up next. We got birthdays after that. Barbara Shimwell around 8 o'clock. So she'll be in, she's already in the house, but we'll talk to her in about 20 minutes or so. You're listening to The Morning Show. I want to tell you about Common John Brewing Company in Manchester, 210 Woodbury Highway. They'll be open tomorrow for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Tomorrow is Singo. That's Wednesday. Thursday's karaoke night, and always good times on the weekends. Common John Brewing Company. If you're a beer drinker and you like a lighter beer, try their Kolsch. They've got a Vor. It's called the Vor. It's really good. If you like IPAs, the Neon Octopus. Give that a try. Common John Brewing Company.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
So I wanted to do something about the reason behind it. To encourage people with Parkinson's or arthritis to get up and move. Mm-hmm. So
that's going to be awesome. I don't. Of course, not everybody that knows about Parkinson's and the
7 Greg, 7 G. I had a ticket at 14 years old. My parents retired and gave up. A ticket? Did you get in trouble for driving at 14? Like just.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Well, I mean, we lived like half a mile from my grandparents. So my parents at 12, 13 would let me drive the car down there to get milk, eggs, or whatever. It was a short little trip, same road, no traffic, tar and chip country road, but you know, still dangerous if you're not careful.
Yeah, yeah.
Then about 14, I was probably going to the dump by myself, which was a little bit more of a trip. The dump, the convenience centers.
Oh.
You be careful. Somebody got mad at me for calling it the dump. So.
All right. Well, just have a seat anywhere you want. We got a couple segments to go, and then.
Okay. It's not cold.
Do you feel cold?
No.
You need hang it up, or you can set it right here. Okay.
But I had to.
I saw that. I love that shirt. I can't wait to talk about it.
Kim,
Huh? Yeah.
you got to go back in. I wanted Susan to film because she's going to try to watch. Of course, it'll be on later if she wanted to watch. Because I wanted her to use some of it on my post.
Okay.
But it has to be vertical.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know if we could do it here, but I can.
Yeah, somebody complained that I called it the dump. I got a phone call about it. Like, well, that's what it is. It's the dump. She takes stuff to the dump. I get to the convenience centers. That's what we always called it growing up. We go to the dump, throw out the trash. At least we took it to the dump and didn't throw it on the side of the road like some people. The answer to the stat, Dale, was. The answer to the stat was farmers. Farmers are 40% less likely to commit a traffic violation. So, speaking of, Dale, you feeling good today? Didn't he have some sort of procedure yesterday? Wasn't that, Dale?
I thought so, yeah.
National Vasectomy Month.
I don't think that was the procedure he was having.
Yeah, I didn't. So what I thought was interesting is, so when you brought that up yesterday, I didn't talk about this yesterday, but we have a March Madness game. You know, we play our Bracket Buster Challenge, which you did pretty good at. But like when I read, like there's playbooks on how to sell them and, you know, how to create packages for advertisers and things. And one of them was talking about how some place did really good with a urology clinic. You know, that was how they sold it. And I was like, it's interesting. And I read this last year. And they didn't mention that it was, you know, like urology or vasectomy season or whatever.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Thunder Radio morning show here until 8:30 today. We got more fun coming at you until 8:30 today. And then it's Swap and Chop after that. At 9 o'clock, it's the Rick Burgess show. At 12, it's the Vince show. At 3 o'clock, it is News and Grooves with Billy and Brian. 5:30, it's Westwood soccer. And at 7 o'clock, it's high school softball at home tonight against Shevel. So a lot of things going on here on Thunder Radio, WMSR, your hometown station since 1957. We're turning 70 next year, Holly. We've got to work on our plans.
I'm planning.
She's not.
I
She's
am.
not planning
I'm planning.
anything.
I wish it was this year.
Well, I think we need a year to plan.
Yeah.
Need a special shirt.
I just wish it was on the 250th birthday of our amazing country. I would do a red, white, and blue themed Thunder Radio or WMSR party.
Yeah, Holly's taking it upon herself to plan the 250th birthday party of the United States. She's like, we got to do something really cool.
I'm
and
sorry.
I'm like, it's not we're not doing that.
Yeah, I'm doing something.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. You wait and see.
You're not doing
Throwing
anything.
a party.
Name that movie, Holly.
Josh has got a little snippet of a movie. He's going to play a 1, 2 and a 3-second clip. Once you have figured out the exact right name of the movie, call us 728-1320. It's a hard one today. You're going to have to really listen and pay attention.
728-1320 on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. Name this movie.
I went ahead and I fed the kids. I worked all day in that casserole.
Sorry.
You haven't even said how nice the house looks.
I've seen this. It's been a long time. Like, I wouldn't be able to identify it on that clip. But I know I've seen the movie. Seen it a few times. But somebody's taking a guess right now. Morning show.
It's Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
I never thought of it. I was like, it's going to be hard.
Got it so fast. What's your name?
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Good job, Lindsay.
Nailed it. Golly, that was so fast.
When was the last time you
I
watched
just watched it a few weeks ago. It
Shut
was
your
on.
mouth. What is the odds of that?
It was on TV?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Do you still, no, you say on TV, like, do you browse channels and watch stuff, or do you watch on-demand content?
It was actually on YouTube TV one night when I couldn't find anything streaming. So.
Okay, gotcha. So she was actually channel surfing there. All right, Lindsay. Well done. It is Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Well done, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Yeah, how about that?
When I was younger, I'll look up the dates on that movie, but I thought Christina Applegate was the coolest girl. I loved her when she, because she got into fashion, like she got that fashion job and she was like wearing the big chunky gold hoops and her hair was really, teased up. I'm like, oh, she is it. Do you want to guess when that movie came out?
1991.
It's exactly right.
Oh, look at me go.
I was
6.
You
were 6. Yes. I love when I can get things exactly right.
Now, come on, Mom. You've had a long flight and you're cranky. I have had a very rough night. So why don't you just go upstairs and take a nap, and tomorrow morning Kenny will whip up a batch of Belgian waffles and we'll sit down and discuss this like adults. All right? Fine.
You ever watch movies from 1991 now and it's like, ugh.
Yeah, they're hard to watch, but they definitely have that. Even the sound, the background music,
It
like that
sounds
was
like a
playing.
90s
Yeah,
movie.
it sounds like a 90s movie.
Early 90s. Nostalgia,
Yeah, nostalgia.
if you will. You say nostalgia or nostalgia?
Nostalgia.
Me too.
Hi, how's it going?
What do you mean?
No. How are you? Are the kids okay?
No, I smeared him with honey and I tied him to a red anthill. Did you get some money?
When's the last time you saw that?
It's been a long time. Maybe in the 90s may have been the last time I watched it.
Yeah, I can't.
Christina Applegate was doing a lot. She was doing Married with Children during that time. Like that's her career really took off around this area.
She have a birthday today?
No.
Oh, I was just wondering. Sometimes you'll pick the thing based on who's got birthdays. Morning show.
Yes, I'm gonna make say an anniversary to my mom, Becky Garza, and Alberto Garza.
Becky and Alberta Garza. Today.
Yes.
All right, got it on there.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I wrote it down. I've got to find the official birthday and anniversary list, which is certainly
it's
another one.
Laura and Lee Nettles' anniversary.
Really?
Yepers.
They're not eligible to win.
So Christina Applegate.
How old is she?
She is.
I was going to look that up.
You want to take a guess?
I have no clue.
54.
Okay.
She recently All right. I knew her as Kelly Bundy from Married with Children.
Mm-hmm.
And, and then she did some movies, and I think she guest starred in Friends for a while, but she didn't do a lot until a lot that I watched.
Yeah.
Until that.
She had that Santa Clarita Diet or something.
That wasn't her.
It was something else she did.
Yes. It's called.
Something else.
Hang on, I got it.
We watched it.
Dead to Me.
Dead to Me.
It's when her husband dies, and any hootie.
That was it.
I guess during filming that they realized that, or she has multiple sclerosis. That's
Yeah.
what she was diagnosed in 2021. And
Morning show
Josh, may I put a birthday on for tomorrow, please?
for tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I saw Sue yesterday. Sue, was you picking up sticks?
Yes, I was. And I said, there goes Holly. Hi, Holly.
What's
And Josh, let me tell you something funny. It's Ray Vaughn's birthday tomorrow.
Ray Vaughn tomorrow.
He's a fool. Mine's Valentine's Day, and I'm the angel.
Okay, gotcha. That don't sound
Love
right.
y'all.
We'll take your word for it. Yeah, April. I forgot April Fool's Day is tomorrow. Holly hates April Fool's Day.
I don't like being tricked.
Yeah,
I got you last year, though.
you did. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
What I don't like is when like media organizations try to pull. There's some things have gone terribly wrong.
Maybe we should do that for that. What else you got tomorrow?
Yeah, but don't do that. Or like the bad
Read-
ones that
read
they've
the
done.
bad
Oh
ones.
my God. I mean, people have made some bad mistakes. Like the mayor died, stuff like that. I'm like, what are you doing? You
And
can't,
then they're like, April Fools.
you can't do that.
That's not funny.
That's not funny at all. Like it's supposed to be a funny thing. All right. A weather forecast for you before we get to birthdays and anniversaries. Holly, if you wouldn't mind, get me the birthday anniversary list. That would be helpful. It is going to be about 80 degrees today. I think more sun than they originally thought. It's going to be pretty nice. A few clouds in the area. Wind 5 to 15, a few gusts up to 20 to 25 miles an hour occasionally. 61 overnight tonight, 81 on Wednesday. And we're going to stay in the low to mid 80s Wednesday through Saturday during the day and around 61 to 63 overnight, kind of like lather, rinse, repeat. But we do have a 40 to 50% chance of rain pretty much every day in there as well. And then by the time we get to Sunday, we're cooler, probably around 60 for your high. Same for Monday, and the lows back into the 30s. Sunday night and Monday night. So another one of those winters is upon us. Weather forecast is brought to you by Baker Brothers, your hometown pharmacy since 1928. It's been 98 years, and they are still locally owned and operated. Dr. Sarah Adams and her staff treats you like people and patients, not just some number. Refills available by phone, text, and online. Enjoy the local pharmacy feel at Baker Brothers, just off the square in downtown Manchester. Baker Brothers Drug Company. Find them on Facebook. Birthdays are next.
Looking for affordable, reliable auto repair? Look no further than Millie's Auto Repair in Manchester. Whether you need a quick oil change or a complete engine replacement, Millie's has you covered. They offer top-notch service.
All right, got you. Let's get all these things down. All right. We got anniversaries today. Lee, Laura, Nettles.
I get to do some impressions
Impressions.
for celebrity birthdays.
Okay.
Well, one. I see one that I'm going to do. Hope I don't mess it up.
Is it Donald Trump's birthday?
No.
Because I'm excited to hear that.
No.
Let's see here. Okay, birthdays are next. All right. Claris, 655, Interstate Drive, just a lawnmower trailer. Right now? That happen right now, Dale? Look at the traffic's always bad down there because of school traffic. The traffic on 55 traveling towards Tullahoma is like red and yellow from the main intersection all the way
Yeah,
down.
where?
Huh?
Where is it red?
From the main intersection at 4155, pretty much all the way to past the interstate.
Okay.
It's that school traffic coming through here. And then Dale said there was a crash.
A minute ago, he said.
I'm sure school traffic makes it worse all the time. That's a long school zone at the Raider Academy. It starts before the interstate. It was all the way over that bridge.
Yeah.
Like, that's a little excessive to me, but whatever. I hate school zones. We went through a school zone on the way home. The school zone was 50 miles an hour. Like,
When?
on the way home from the beach. Like,
Okay.
It was 55. The speed zone for the school zone was 50 miles an hour.
What was the normal speed?
65. 15 mile an hour difference, which is that's what they went to around here. Used to they were all 15, remember? But now some of them be 25, some are 30. It's a 15 mile an hour difference from the main speed. It was a good trip, Leanne. It was nice and warm. Yeah. We had a good time. Birthdays for the day.
Birthday time on the Thunder Radio morning show, celebrating every day right about this time, calling your birthdays. At the end of the day, we draw for a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe Bakery and Gift Shop. Yesterday's winner was Cooper Reed. Sunday's winner was Jenny Garza, and Saturday's winner was Amir Gonzalez. So congratulations to those winners. At the end of the week, we draw for a grand prize, a birthday cake from the Food Lion. We also want your anniversaries. At the end of the week, we draw for flowers from the Mossy Pot. Drum roll on this Tuesday. Happy birthday. Melissa Leedy has a birthday today. And Sue Stevens has a birthday today. Happy birthday. Yes. I have a couple of anniversaries. Becky and Alberto Garza. Happy birthday or happy anniversary to those folks. And Lee and Laura Nettles celebrating another year of marital bliss. So happy anniversary to those people. All right. Holly, celebrities.
Celebrity birthdays. You're not going to know this first one, but some people do. Ewan McGregor turns 55 years old today. He was Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Star Wars prequel trilogy. I'm trying
Don't do Star Wars.
Trying to think of, there's nothing in here that you would know him from. He in the live action movie of Beauty and the Beast, he was Lumiere, which is the candlestick, but you're not going to know that. Okay, here's my impression. You have to try and guess who this actor is.
Okay.
Golf.
It's I usually host the show with Holly, but now I'm hosting it with Christopher Walken.
You're talking to my guy all wrong. Christopher Walken turns 83 years old today. Okay, this musician wears the short pants.
Short pants.
Yeah, they're like a schoolboy's pants.
Angus Young?
Angus Young turned 71.
Felt like he was older than
I thought he probably was older than Christopher Walken, but that's not the case here.
Some of us age differently.
Any hootie, that's
Drugs.
all. It's all the celeb birthdays I got.
It's a pretty good Christopher Walken. It's Christopher talking.
Golly. I don't know if I've ever laughed that hard at a dumb joke, but we were watching what? Bridesmaids, or not Bridesmaids, but Wedding Crashers. And which Josh says is the #1 movie of all time.
It's the best comedy. Yeah. It's funny stuff.
And
that scene of them playing football and Vince Vaughn trying to call a hot route. Owen Wilson.
The
Red 7.
We're watching the movie
High
and
route.
Josh goes, Christopher Walken. And then during the scene, he starts walking away and Josh goes, or no, he goes, he's speaking. Golly, I can't, just forget it. I said, Josh goes, is Christopher talking? And I laughed
Had
so
to be there.
hard.
Had to be there. I
Yes,
think.
you had to be there.
Yeah, I don't think that's one that's going to
I
translate.
won't tell that story again because that was a flop.
Because you told it all wrong.
You're talking to my guy all wrong.
Jenny wants to know where she picks up her winning birthday cake. Jenny, you won the pie, and you pick up that certificate at the Thunder Radio Studios, okay? And then you can take it to the Mercantile. But you pick up your certificates here, and that's a good lesson for anybody else if you win. You pick up the certificates here, and you take them to redeem your prizes wherever they may be, whether it's Mercantile or Food Lion or the Mossy Pot. All right, we're near the top of the hour. It is almost Morning Show Overdrive, financed by our friends at New Haven Mortgage. Heather Phillips and her team. Those interest rates have dropped. A lot of people are trying to get into homes at this time, and that's what you want to talk to them about. They're at 1300 MacArthur Street, online at newhavenmtg.com. NMLS 1477317, equal housing lender. Keep it right there. We got Barbara Shimwell in the house. We'll talk to her next on the morning show.
Looking for affordable, reliable auto repair? Look no further than Millie's Auto Repair in Manchester. Whether you need a quick oil change or a complete engine replacement, Millie's has you covered. They offer top-notch service at prices that won't break the bank.
Hey guys, I'm Eli Mills, owner of Millie's Auto. You're going to work directly with me or one of my skilled mechanics, and we are committed to quality and honesty. For service you can trust and prices you'll love, head to Millie's Auto Repair at 354 Expressway Drive in Manchester. That's past Burger King on the right.
At Coffee County Bank, we believe in better. For nearly 50 years, we've bet it all on better. Since 1975, we've helped countless Coffee County families build better homes, buy better cars, and bring better ideas and businesses to market. Has it been worth it? You better believe it, because that's banking you can believe in. Coffee County Bank. Believe in better. Find out more online at www.coffee.bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Feeling under the weather? At Markram's Pharmacy, we can test you right here for flu, strep, COVID, and even UTIs. Here's the best part. If you test positive, you can walk out with your prescription immediately. No extra stops, no long waits, just quick care close to home. So the next time you're not feeling your best, come see us at Markram's Pharmacy, where better care starts here. Markram's Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy, and so much more. Visit us online at markramspharmacy.com or give us a call at 728-1100.
Good morning, Manchester. This is Steve with Steve Jernigan Realty. We're proud to be your local real estate experts. When it comes to real estate, experience and communication matters. Our team of agents pride ourselves on making sure we're always available when you have questions, day or night. We are here to serve you and make the process of achieving your real estate goals fun and easy to manage. So call us today at 931-954-0206 or come see us at our new location at 125 East Fort Street, downtown Manchester, or visit at sjrhomesearch.com.
You ever text your boss instead of your husband? Yeah, that's stress. Trying to connect your phone to your car's Bluetooth?
Wait, say that again? I didn't hear you.
Stressful. Buying or refinancing a home? Piece of cake with New Haven Mortgage. We know there is too much stress in your life, so New Haven Mortgage is here to make this one easy. We have a team full of people ready to get you pre-approved and on your home buying journey.
I'm taking her all over the place. Yes. Can you hear in there? Yeah, get that closer to her. Yes.
Hey, it's Heather with New Haven Mortgage, and you're listening to the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Right at the top of the hour, glad to have everybody along with us. Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. We got guests in the house. Josh and Holly with you, joined now by Barbara Shimwell. Barbara, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, you sound good. It's always a little test, like it's a live on-air sound check, because I can't check them in here. I don't have a cue to check those mics, so it's always like a little adventure to see how we're going to sound. Barbara, she just like jumped off the edge of the world, and she went on a swinging adventure in Moab. We're going to learn all about this. We're going to have you on for a couple segments, so we got a lot to discuss. But let's just talk about the whole. Like you've gone viral. Like you're all over the internet. The New York Post.
I was amazed, and I didn't think about that at all. But my daughter and her husband has taken me and his mother on 3 trips now, I think.
Okay.
And usually they have been to the place first, so they know what it's okay for us to do because they've done the hard things.
Gotcha.
They look for the easy things for his mom and I. So we got there, and I had told him, no, I didn't want to do this.
Uh-huh.
But he had scheduled it for him and his mother, and Susan and I just to go watch. But when we got to the parking lot, one of the workers, Jimmy, who is very cool, we were waiting on somebody else to get there, and he talked me into jumping.
Okay.
That's persuasive. We need to get Jimmy to come sell radio advertising.
I know. It sounds like he needs to be working in my business. Huh?
But he's really cool, and I paid him right there. Once you pay that much, you got to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
they would need to pay me to jump off that. You're doing it the wrong way, Barbara.
But he drove us up to where we had to get out and then hike. It felt like 5 miles because it's very hard for me to hike in that kind of territory.
Yeah.
Over rocks and everything.
Sure.
So he was great help in getting me to the place. And then he said, to me, one of the coolest things was he said, Barbara, you have to go first because I have to drive the previous group back down. And he said, and I want to watch you because we'd already talked about my age and everything. And I said, okay. And so after he had said, I'm going to stay just to watch you, I thought there's no way I'm going to hesitate.
Okay.
And it was awesome. And I saw later, actually, my daughter and her husband said, well, they pushed you. And I said, no, I didn't feel anything. Well, they did.
It looked like you got a little shove.
Yeah.
I saw the video.
I think she was going.
It looked like a two-handed shove.
I was going. It was 2 different people.
Uh-huh.
And he said the reason they pushed was because they were afraid I could not jump far enough.
Yeah. Didn't want you to hit you.
Yeah, I would hit
Need you to
my
get away. Yeah.
butt.
Yeah.
So
and for people, I don't want to interrupt, but
Yeah.
I need to jump in and just let everybody know what exactly. We kind of said you went out and you jumped off. Let's give them a little more
Let's back
detail
back
and
up even further to her to being you taught here at the high school.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. For how many years?
11, I think.
Okay. You were my math teacher. I remember that. I don't know if you remember having me, but
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. She's probably like, once this girl can't learn math, I don't understand because she's not good at it.
So that's how obviously I first met Miss Shimwell was in math class, but later I knew her from her grandsons playing sports, and also you play a lot of golf.
Yes.
All right. So you fast forward to back where we are now.
What did you actually jump off of? What is the actual name? How big is it? All that stuff. Do we know?
I don't know the actual name, but the rope is 500 feet long.
500 feet long. And it's down into like a canyon.
He promised me my feet would not touch the ground down there.
Uh-huh.
He promised me when I swung back and forth, I would not hit either wall of the canyon.
Uh-huh.
So,
well, as long as he promised.
Yep.
Now, how close do you feel like you got to the ground? Because from the video, it looks like you're super close, but probably not.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not sure if I even looked down. I was looking out around the canyon.
Okay.
And that, I don't know if you could tell. Well, he put
A GoPro in your hand?
in my hand, and I was supposed to be videoing, but most of the time it was just across my body. And I finally realized, oh, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be videoing. And I didn't know the front from the back of it. I haven't seen the video, but I would say a lot of it might be my face.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So they haven't, they've not.
Well, my son-in-law has it.
Oh, okay.
And
Gotcha.
he
Gotcha.
hasn't sent it to me. And maybe because all it is my face. I don't know. I got to get that though.
I would have peed my pants.
Well, I asked him before I jumped, I said, do you provide adult diapers?
Yeah, because I mean,
And he said no, but we have some extra clothes here we can sell you.
Did they say if anyone older than you has done that?
They said I was the oldest one that they had
Oldest
to
one.
jump.
Nice.
And I think that's one reason that it has gone viral. And they posted it on, I don't know where they posted it first.
Their
probably their
personal
social media.
Yeah, and it when it got to about 4 million views, Susan said, "Mom, you got to have a TikTok because that's going viral."
Nice.
So she set all that up for me. The last I looked, it had almost 6 million views.
Nice. Look at you go. So
Barbara told me in the out front here before we come on air that Susan told her Fox News just picked it up and shared it.
Now you said the oldest one that has done it. I've learned not to ask people their age, but you want to let everybody know how old you are to
every video I've told. I'm 78.
78. and you're the oldest one to have done it. It's pretty cool. Would you do it again?
I probably would because they asked me, Jimmy asked me, and I said only if he talked me into it. But I think I would be more relaxed the next time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Not that I was that nervous, but man, I was white knuckled hanging onto that rope. But it was
understandably
fun. It was
so.
neat. And there wasn't, some things you do. There's a bump when you get. I haven't done bungee, but there's a jolt, and they said there's really not. And most people have said there's not. I had just a little one, and then all I was doing was swinging.
Yeah. How long do you swing down in there before they pull you back up?
Their video is 4 minutes.
Okay.
And not all the time I was swinging because they talked to me before and they talked to me after.
Okay.
But it felt like a long time.
Yeah, a little bit. Holly, I'm here to tell you, Holly would never.
Yeah.
She wouldn't get near the edge of that. She
There's
wouldn't
no
be found
way.
within 100 yards of the edge of that. She doesn't do heights. So
it's very amazing to me that someone voluntarily will jump off a perfectly good cliff. But I admire that. I wish I was more like that. I want to be that girl that is like, yeah, I'll jump off a cliff, but I am not.
So you got any other big adventures planned? Like you gonna jump out of an airplane or something next?
I don't know. My son-in-law's trying to get me to do that.
Yeah.
And I haven't decided. And while I was there, that group also has I'm not sure what you call it, cliff jumping and it would be tandem where they have, it's not really a parachute.
Yeah, it's like base jumping or something like that.
Yeah, that's it. And but
where
that
you
was
kind of glide down
right.
and can control it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen people do that off skyscrapers and stuff. It's kind of wild stuff. Well, we're going to talk more. I wanted to get you on for another segment. We've got to take a quick break. Barbara Shimwell with us on the morning show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. I'll keep it right there. Quick news break and more with Barbara when we come back. You're listening to the morning show.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News.
You got notes that you need to talk about there?
To remind me of words.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know if you had specific things you wanted to talk about. Because some people will come in here with bullet points and they want to talk because they think they're going to forget.
There is one, the TikTok.
Yeah. I think it was Sunday. Yeah. All right. What do we want to come back? We'll have about another 10 minutes. There anything specific we for sure need to talk about? And we can just, more. Is there anything specific?
The reason.
Just the TikTok, I can talk about climbing up half mile up the side of a mountain in the dark.
What made you want to? Well, no, you kind of said that it was your son-in-law. You know that
he's trying to get me to do a lot of things, but he's awesome.
Yeah,
I need to get Holly to do some stuff.
I need to just do things that I'm afraid of.
Bungee jumping. Let's take you bungee jumping.
No, not that.
You just said.
I just mean something like hold a spider.
I'd rather jump off a cliff.
Jump off a cliff to get away from the spider.
Scuba diving is a little scary, and I did that.
You did. You did scuba.
Drowning is scary.
Yeah.
So
you don't want to do that.
Sharks are scary.
You only got down to about 30 feet.
I don't care. You can drown in a tablespoon of water.
My son-in-law dives in caves.
Ooh, no.
That made me nervous. We went in Mexico one time. It was really neat.
They take a trip to Mexico every year, and
I've seen some of those videos of people going in caves, and that would make me nervous. I'd be afraid I'd get lost.
And sometimes they have to take their tank off their back.
Yeah.
It's
To navigate through those
paths.
paths. Nah, man.
Ooh.
Pass.
Yeah.
It gives me anxiety just
Thinking about that. Yeah, I'm out on
But
that.
he always, before he leaves, he always tells his wife, "My insurance is paid up."
Yeah, that makes me nervous.
Like that, like the, I can't remember the name. I want to say it was the Titan, that submarine that went down.
Oh, the submersible. Well, they
The
went down. They were, a mile or underwater or whatever.
I just don't know. Yeah, they were the furthest anyone has ever been in one of those things. Like down.
How'd it
to
work
the-
out for them?
You know, yeah, not good.
That to me, that'd be scary.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah, because if something happens to it,
Yeah.
you're done.
Well, they were crushed instantly, and then there was no.
So you've traveled. You're well traveled. You've been to a lot of places. What has been your favorite destination?
Probably Panama City Beach, I'd say.
No,
What she
don't
said.
try that.
I've been to the beach. I don't need to go again.
Yeah.
Sound like my grandma. She's like, I saw it. I saw the ocean. Then
The Arches was really neat.
The Arches.
That's out in Utah also.
Okay.
Morning Show with Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. Cash out refinance, a great way to take advantage of the equity in your home. Talk to Heather Phillips today. See if that's the right product for you. She'll let you know. 1300 MacArthur Street, online at newhavenmtg.com. NMLS 1477317. We got a whole nother segment left with Barbara Shimwell. Welcome back. You're doing a good job. I'm looking for a replacement for Holly on the morning show. And you know, I don't know if you knew this was tryouts or not, but you're getting a good grade. Yes.
Okay.
But she's too busy jumping off of cliffs and things to do these kind of things. If you had to pick one next, skydiving or bungee jumping, which would you do? I feel like bungee's pretty similar to what you just did.
Yeah,
Similar.
it would be, I guess, the skydiving.
Nice. Okay.
I don't think I would like the retracted feeling of falling over, at least with a swing, you know,
You're down there.
You're settled.
Yeah.
I
it's
don't
pretty
think I would
smooth.
like being pulled back up that quickly. I don't know.
I would think the bungee, when you hit the limit,
The bottom, yeah.
would be pretty much of a jerk.
Yeah, right. I would think so too. Anyway, so we got a little bit more time with you. Holly was asking you during the break, about your travels. You've been all over at 78. Is that right? 78
Mhm.
years old. The most, if you had to give people 2 or 3 places that they should visit,
Well,
Panama City Beach.
No, buddy.
Get away from the beach and see the United States or go to Europe. I'd like to
yeah.
go there. I don't know if I'll get there, but our trip to Alaska was really neat, and I took a helicopter ride up to where there was
I would like to go to Alaska.
snow and took a dog sled ride. That was really cool.
Yeah.
But just other parts of Alaska was really neat. Really, all my trips out west that my son-in-law is taking, the Grand Canyon is awesome.
Have you been to Yellowstone?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
been to Yellowstone. My husband and I did that our retirement trip. We saw
right.
Yellowstone, but they also took us another trip to
Okay.
Yellowstone. But it's super. I think everybody should see Yellowstone. But all parts of the U.S., they're different, and they have their own kind of beauty. But out west, it's so different from anything in the east. And I loved our trip to Utah, and we went to the Zion National Park. Their goal is to go to as many national parks as they
Oh
can.
yeah, that's a great goal to have.
And I don't know how many we saw out there. I should have written down all the parks we were in, but Zion was really, really neat. And we took a half-mile hike to a certain, I think that was in Zion, the Arches, wherever they are. I was somewhere different nearly every day, but the Arches is cool. We took a half-mile hike in the dark to this one place, and I thought we were going to watch the sunrise. The sunrise was actually behind it.
Oh, yeah.
But the neat part is when the sun gets up and hits the arch in front of it. It's gorgeous.
Does it turn it a bright color?
A bright yellow. Yeah, it's super. And then Susan and Travis, my daughter and son-in-law, they went on a long hike after that. And his mother and I hiked back to the car and drove somewhere else. The hike was too hard for she and I. And she did jump off the cliff, but she's 15 years younger than me.
Okay.
So I got the attention.
Yeah, you got the attention. Now. She's got to come back when she's 79 and she's got to top it.
Well, actually, somebody posted, I'm 83 and about to go there, and I'm going to jump off the cliff.
Yeah.
And I thought, dadgum, I'm going to go when I'm 84.
There you go.
Well, I was about to say that next.
I
was
love
like,
the
people are going to see.
competitiveness.
People are going to see it, and of course, you know the people who run that swing, smart for trying to push that because then they're going to try to get people your age or older to come.
Oh, yeah,
try to one up you. So that's what
he-
they're trying to do.
He said he couldn't wait to post my jump.
Yeah.
He was excited about it because I've been told they make money.
Well, I'm sure.
But they don't give me any of it.
Oh yeah, on the videos they're going to make some cash. You know, we had we had a audio or a video and audio call of ours go kind of viral on the social media, 10 million views kind of thing. And we don't get a penny of that money, but TikTok
it was
and
Josh broadcasting a game.
Yeah, TikTok and Barstool get all that money, but I didn't get a penny of it. So
That's funny. Well, I didn't jump for any particular reason except to please Jimmy.
Yeah.
Really. And then one of the other workers, Andy, they call him Sketchy Andy. He was a little sketchy, but he was cool. But he helped me back up to that hike back up. And sometimes he practically picked me up over the rock because it was a little high.
Yeah, sure.
And then if I got tired, I'd say, I need to break. He'd say, okay, this is how we do it. He got down on his hands and knees and
served
made
as a
chair
bench.
for me.
Yeah.
So I'd sit down on his back.
Wow.
So-
Sounds like Sketchy Andy needs to be called Handy Andy.
He offered to just carry me, but I was like, no, I need to walk.
How far was the walk?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
It seemed like a mile or two, but it was probably quarter of a mile, probably
Okay.
not a half a mile.
Just a lot of rocks.
But it was
and things
tough
like that. Yeah.
because it was
Tough terrain.
downhill and rocks.
Things
yeah.
like that.
But anyway, I do want to tell you that I had no further thoughts after it, except I've done it. But when their TikTok went past 4 million, Susan said, you've got to have a TikTok. And of course, now the last I saw, it was about 6 million
Nice.
viewers. And so I don't know anything about TikTok.
Yeah, I was going to ask
but
if you're going to be
she-
posting daily content now.
but she does. And so she set me up, and I have to send her a video every day. And part of the reason we're doing that is because I have Parkinson's and I also have arthritis. And the best thing for both of those is to keep doing whatever you've been doing. And I understand it because both of those, the worst part of both of those is your joints get stiff.
Okay.
And so I've been to physical therapy to help me. And the doctor said she'd write another physical therapy if I feel like I need to. And, but I have a TikTok page, the, what do you call it?
Handle?
Yeah, I guess that's what so I don't know. I had to write it
Or
down. I
username
wouldn't
or the
remember.
handle, yeah.
But it is Grams with a capital G, GRAMSTN. And that's how.
Y'all go follow
Grams TN.
Grams.
on TikTok. So y'all give her a follow.
Yeah.
And run those following numbers.
And share her video.
And share those videos. Yeah, we want to get those views up. That's pretty awesome.
I would honestly be so interested because you'd go to so many neat places. I've seen you stay in a tree house that was really neat.
Yes.
And I want to see more of that. I would love to watch videos of you traveling and showing you know, little hidden gems like that I wouldn't even think to go stay in a tree house, but it was really nice and beautiful, you said.
It was really nice. And from there we went to a state park and hiked
See,
some.
that's what I like watching stuff like that, because I want to make plans to go to these places by someone that you know has been.
I found her. I found Graham's TN on TikTok. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt y'all's story over there. I was just excited that I found it.
That's all right.
Yes.
But I try to post things and remind people that I do have Parkinson's, and I still try to do everything I've done before. I just sometimes have to find a different way to do it because it becomes harder.
Yeah.
I walk with a cane when I know I might be on ground that is not smooth like a sidewalk, or
Sure.
Yeah.
So
now you've played golf with Holly before.
Yes.
Why don't you tell everybody how bad she is at it?
Stop it! I'm a hard trier.
Yeah, we
she
certainly.
is.
Yeah.
She's fun.
Yeah.
There you
That sounds like
go.
a very accurate description. I believe she is a fun time. Holly is always entertaining. If you get a chance to hang out with her, I can agree with that assessment.
Barbara, I feel like I've gotten better at golf since the last time you saw me play.
Oh,
She's not even practiced.
I went to Top Golf and like that's basically like the driving range, and I did pretty good.
Well, we'll have to play.
Let's go play. Let's go play golf.
Yeah, that's what Holly wants to do. Go play some golf and show them how it's done, Holly. And then y'all jump off a cliff.
No.
We can start. with
My
something
my
small.
mom sent me a text and it said, "Tell her I want to go with her, but I don't want to jump off anything. But I will watch her do it."
Oh boy, Barbara. Anything else before we get you out of here? Been a great visit.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
lots
you
of
for
fun.
coming by.
Well, the one thing that was really, really hard for me, and I had to have a lot of help from my son-in-law, was climbing a half mile up the side of a mountain to see the sunrise. And I forget what park that was.
Mhm.
But that was very difficult for me, but I did it in the dark.
Oh, wow.
And I did have a headlight. And he had a waist light that he had me wear. And, but it was difficult. Coming back down was a lot easier because I could see.
Oh, yeah.
But
Hiking in the dark.
The trail was pretty narrow. And I just get kind of proud of myself when I do these things.
Absolutely.
We're
Well,
proud of you.
We are, and we're glad that you joined us and spent a little time with us. We've got somebody famous in the house, Barbara Shimwell. We appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day, and you come back and you co-host with me anytime. We'll kick Holly out of here, okay?
Okay. Anytime.
I've been sleeping here instead. I've been sleeping in my bed.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
What shirt are you?
These are generic, right?
Yeah, they're unisex, basic shirts. Yeah.
Have to get over my belly without it. Showing it off.
I got new shirts ordered, but they.
Leslie said, Leslie Trustler said, love Barbara. She's an inspiration. Leslie's the one that'll probably go jump off the. She'll go jump, swing around in there.
She would.
She'll fly you out there.
Yeah, you can jump out of her plane probably. Huh?
Come get a picture for me right quick.
I'll stay right there. Don't go nowhere now. I'll be RB.
I love that shirt. I love the colors of it.
That is really cool, guys.
On 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Good. Those are good. All right, y'all. Mercantile Cafe Bakery and Gift Shop. Closed today, but open tomorrow for lunch. You don't forget that. And also Golden Hour Coffee Bar right next door. Y'all have a good rest of your day. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow.